back to Cinema Corner. I'm Blake, and I'm here with my co-host, Josh.
And today we are talking about the movie Companion that just came out. And, hey, so we've been on a streak. I think we can confidently say the streak at least ended.
Yeah, I would say that.
And this is another movie, like all Jack Quaid movies, out of nowhere, quickly comes out, and you wonder, should I see it or not? And we give it a chance. In doing my research on this movie, did you know it only has a $10 million budget?
I believe it, yeah.
Which is pretty nice. And also, I kind of realized it does have like a very small cast, so I know that definitely has to help with it.
Well, yeah,
probably
it's only like
all the
5 people.
cast went to all the money for the cast went probably to Jack Quaid. Otherwise, this was just a classic horror movie of AI companion goes wrong, goes bad. The nice thing about this film is it wasn't because, I guess he got his freak on. Boy Jack did. But it wasn't the main plot of that's why the AI companion went bad, Instead, it was a Russian guy. If he was even Russian. I don't think he actually was Russian. I don't even remember.
Oh, no. That's a good question.
I think the best part about this movie is there's not a lot of bad to say about it. Like, could you even think of any bad immediately off the top of your head for this film?
No, not really. I would say the ending a little bit kind of dragged on a tiny bit. But honestly, besides that, that's really the only thing that I can think of that I was like, okay, this is a little But for the most part, no. Like, the acting was solid all around. The script and everything, it was kind of a little bit different. And obviously AI work is starting to become a lot more popular in movies, but I feel like this one felt a little bit more different premise-wise. So that was nice too. The script was good. I felt like it was funny at times. Not anything like overly cringy at times. And I appreciate that they, this is again another movie where they kind of just accurately describe like a character is like being named Josh, just kind of fitting that kind of like build of the person of just this like, I'm such a good guy, whatever, but they're really just, not a good person, and they think like they're owed other things. And it's just like, yeah, they nailed it with, that character representing other things. So that was another thing that I appreciated.
Actually, I don't really understand why you're describing this Josh guy as such a bad dude, like actually he seemed really respectable, and it wasn't until all his friends died that he just lost it, I think you could really just empathize with him on that, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, the movie. Eli was great, by the way. Eli and Patrick, way to carry the film. Your also love story, too, was fucking hilarious each time I saw it. That was great. I don't really understand why, though. It seems like in the last, a lot of films and shows are coming out, and it seems the go-to way to meet your love of your life, so to speak, is in the fruit and veggie aisle of a supermarket. That seems to be the go-to one. So, hey, Alex, take notes.
Write that down!
Otherwise, each character was solid. It was nice how each one was different. Also, the little bit of Patrick finally coming up that he was actually an AI robot the whole time, too. Didn't feel like a bad twist. It kind of just made fun of him just turning into a Terminator at the end. It was pretty dope. It's kind of hard to critique really much of the film, other than the fact that it's not that much of an original plot. We've seen this before. If you're really into the sci-fi films, it's just kind of a do-over, but making it a bit funnier and having a good kind of young, fun cast with it. I think each one was pretty good. The actress, I think her name's Sophie Thatcher or something like that, who plays Iris. I think she did a great job being the main character. I didn't think she went over the top with any of her trying to be robotic-ish. I think the only thing that was a bit annoying when it came to her character is they were very much so on the nose of wanting to reveal not necessarily reveal it right away, but try to give the audience notes in the intro of the, hey, this person 100% is not a human. And I was like, okay, they're kind of a bit over the top. But otherwise, her character's pretty solid. Overall plot was cool. Them just it kind of actually being another heist movie, really, if you think about it, back-to-back heist movies. I don't really know what bad to say about it other than you said at that ending is just the twist of, come on, just fucking shoot one of each other. Just shoot it,
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, like you said, I mean, the acting all around I thought was really well done. It pretty much was all, not exactly in the same location, but for the most part, this all pretty much took place in the same location. It was pretty much all around the house for the most part. So I'm sure that kind of helped with the budget as well. But, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, A24 has kind of taken over the space of making movies with a little bit smaller budgets, as so many studios are just only producing, massive budget movies. And then, like I said, A24 has kind of taken over that smaller budget one. But I think this movie is just kind of a good example of, like, those smaller, obviously 10 million isn't, to a normal person that's a lot, but just for a studio, like a $10 million movie can still be well done. Like, this movie, I thought, looked very nice, like the lighting and everything. Just all around the look of it. I don't know who directed it, but I just thought this movie was visually pleasing. And so I just think these kind of smaller budget, $10 to $15 million movies definitely have like a place in, movie theaters. I haven't looked at the box office, but I assume this is going to make a decent amount of money. I mean, I would not be surprised if this movie ends up, making probably a little under 100 million, which definitely would be a gain for them. So I just think this movie kind of, it proves that those kind of things have a place for sure.
I mean, the cast is definitely helping when it comes to drawing audience. I mean, Jack Quaid, I think definitely is a popular actor right now. It's on the rise, and he's definitely drawing in anybody that is a big time The Boys fans, that they're seeing him in the movie. Okay, give it a try. I know that Sophie, I'm pretty sure it's Thatcher, is pretty popular on TikTok. No, the TikTok girlies are really into her. And I saw her in The Boogeyman. So that was the last film I saw her in, and she was pretty good in that one as well. So I guess she's really maybe going to be doing more horror films, as this one obviously technically is one.
Is it? I didn't know that.
For what? That this
is considered a horror?
Technically, I mean, horror thriller.
I guess.
Yeah. Either way, it's been the reviews really, really like it. I think it's definitely an influence of the fact that you have two pretty rising popular stars. I mean, like I said, Jack Quaid is really liked right now, and same with Sophie. The Rotten Tomatoes is a 93, but this is when it kind of recently came out, and who knows, it's not getting that mass amount of views, but it obviously is being seen. And then IMDb has it as a 7.4 out of 10. So highly reviewed for a $10 million budget movie. And we keep bringing that up, but still. And it being a Warner Brothers low-budget film is even crazier, as Warner Brothers loves to waste money. Yeah, they did it.
Yeah, hopefully any profit this movie makes goes directly to the Batman Part 2 to speed that process up.
Keep releasing the low-budget movies and fucking fund that shit, man. We all know it's just Matt Reeves choking. Anyways...
We do not. The opinions of others do not reflect the others on screen.
You live in denial.
I trust Matt Reeves.
So, now, I've said a lot of good about this film, which may surprise you what my rating is for this. I give it a 5.1 out of 10. I don't hate this, but... like I said, my bar is, if it's above the 5, I'd give it a rewatch, but it really wasn't. I think the unoriginality of the plot really is what hurt this film. You've seen this film before in different fonts plenty of times. I think Ex Machina really does it the best when it comes to AI companions, and that's an A24 film. So if I'm saying something good about it, it's actually good.
Well, you're a bit of an A24 fan.
It's ridiculous
You're better
to say that. That's ridiculous to say that. That's ridiculous to say that. Don't just say fuck you next time, man. It's just
you're a bit of a fan. You're a bit of a sport.
Not like that. Not like that. Anyways, as I was saying, 5.1. It's decent. I enjoyed the film, but it kind of was just it's right. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I gave this a 6.3. I think it's a really good example of good, not great. You know what I mean? Like, this movie, it was a good, solid movie. Not a whole lot to hate on it, but at the same time, not a whole lot to give it praise on it. I would just say the acting definitely kind of helps it go up a little bit. And like I said, I just enjoyed the look of this movie. I don't know why. I feel like it was like kind of bright, but not like an annoying Thor Love and Thunder bright. Like, it just felt good to look at this movie.
It didn't have that blue tint that like every fucking movie has now.
Right.
Maybe that's why.
It looked good to me to look. Like I said, it just looked like bright and kind of vibrant, not an annoying vibrant. It just did. So yeah, I just think it's a good, not great kind of movie. Watched it, enjoyed it. Will I watch it again? Probably not. But at the same time, later on down the line when it's on a streaming service, could I see myself possibly turning around and watch it? Yeah, I could maybe. So I just feel like that kind of early 6 kind of just fits this movie. That I have no regrets. Like you said, the streak is over. We finally got a movie that I didn't feel like I wasted my money seeing it. When I walked out, I was like, you know what, I somewhat enjoyed that movie. Yeah. And when you've had a streak like we have, that's saying something to finally get that.
It really is.
So the only good news about it is we know the next movie review will be even better, as next week we will have our Captain America New World Order movie. Brave New World. I don't remember the name of the movie. That might be an issue.
The New World Order was the original.
Now it's Brave New World.
Yeah.
So at least we know the streak was going to be broken with that one. So that's going to be a banger. So be on the lookout of that. That'll be coming out next week. Alex should be with us, hopefully. If he's not patrolling the produce sections, he might be here on that one. So, that being said, as always, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.